What's going on, everyone? This is Smitty here, and this video just giving my perspective in regards to 2K, just 2K basketball in general, my thoughts on it going forward. I mean, this year you didn't see me do a lot of 2K video, 2K breakdowns in regards to the basketball and everything, and the main reason why is because, I mean, the small handful of videos pointing out issues is basically the feverish problems that happen throughout the game. I mean, there are many videos out here from many individuals, whether they're well known or not, regardless of that. There's many videos that pointed out the problems in various areas, but the main problems that I have is the animations. Too many of them, and I've said this since 2K11. I said this back on the original Sim Standard channel. If they would just clean up, like from 2K11, I'm like, if they just would separate the animations and basically have it where you have the ball tangible in its own right, and then you have what the ball handler does versus what the defender does in all aspects, from facing them up on defense to driving to the hole. Get rid of the two-man animation sequencing and just have it on a more one-to-one basis in terms of what happens. If I go up for a dunk, if dude fouls me accordingly, have the body contort according to the way they interact dynamically in an organic fashion, instead of it being a forced sequence that starts with them being on the ground and then it triggers and then it's going to be a win-loss on the base off of a more like a dice roll than it actually matters in terms of their skill, because speed gets negated, ratings get negated, height, all that stuff, jumping ability gets negated as well based upon what animation is chosen to play out. So, the selective with the ball tangibility happenings, like all these things are a huge detriment to the gameplay. And on top of that, your teammate AI, it, like, the way they react on the most simple things, like making a basic switch. Defender, the offense, they come up, they do a screen. Your CPU teammate, you get picked up on the screen, your teammate will just stand there, wait till they get to the rack, and then finally they decide to pick them up and trail them and try and jump up and contest their dunk or layup as the layup is getting ready to go into the hoop, or as the dunk is just about converted. Like, that kind of stuff, they need to get that stuff right. And I mean, what I'm talking about right now are things that have been problematic in 2K for years. So this isn't something that just came up in 2K16 and, hopefully they fix it in 17. No, this has been happening long before that. And I mean, I know that, community-wise, I mean, I know that, we paint the target on guys like OG and Czar, but like, those dudes don't have anything to do with it. They weren't there. If anything, the problem is that their systems, as far as that they plan out and work with their engineers to make happen, it's not working the way it should, because the core AI, the core player movement and everything is compromised based off of the legacy system that they've had in there for ever since Dreamcast days, since the late 1998, 99. So there's things that this game needs to honestly get right. I mean, when the game first shipped, it was a good game, but it still had those same feverish issues. Now, they in the midst of all the updating they did in late March, they actually got the game back to where it originally needed to be, and it felt, you had a lot more freedom and independence, but then it still got took away a few days later in another gameplay update. So it's like, whatever it is they promote on paper, honestly, I seriously hope that they deliver on it when it comes to the full execution of the final product. So I'll be getting this game on PC because they have deals on it at a cheaper price, so that's where I'll be getting it. But I will be getting the game because, like I said before, 2K is a good game with great potential. It's just a matter of them honestly seizing it, and especially with them being in esports, I seriously hope that they live out that potential and don't let it fall by the wayside, because you have casuals that complain and people that complain because they can't execute the way they used to, and they want to basically turn fundamental basketball into a ESPN Sports Center highlight reel. Like, that's not what basketball is. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not hip with that, like, there are other games you can play. You have your NBA Jam. Play NBA Jam. Shoot, that's still out there. Play that instead. But don't, and like I said, with these guys, like I said, going into the esports realm, you gotta cut that cheese. Like, you're seriously gonna have to. You gotta cut the cheese, and you're gonna have to make this game a realistic challenge instead of having all these faulty gameplay issues going on. Like, you got to get your core tight, and that's it, regardless of what you put out there. So whatever it is they promote, I seriously hope they come through and deliver on. Because as you look at esports and you see all these games that are played, these games don't have 8 million flaws at the core of it and everything, and they're playing these tournaments for hundreds of thousands of dollars and everything. It's not gonna fly. So 2K is gonna truly have to deliver core basketball, and I seriously hope they do. I seriously do. So I'll be staying tuned just like everybody else. I'll be talking about what they're gonna be doing and everything just like everybody else will be. And I just hope that they deliver come mid-September once they launch the game. So that's my thoughts on it, though. Just wanted to share these thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, how you guys feel in the comment section, and I'll be back with more videos, you guys. So till then, take care, y'all. Peace. Tune in every Thursday night for Sim Standard Radio, featuring myself, Sim F-Ball Critic, and Azure Effect. The call-in number is listed there on screen, and the link to our show is in the description below.